Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Hey, welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Here on this episode, we want to talk about why we decided to call our podcast 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Something that I love about this podcast is that we've gotten a lot of Swifties on board, and we've also converted a few regular fans into Swifties. And so I just kind of wanted to give a brief little history lesson on Taylor and the number 13. Why is it her lucky number? Where does it show up? How many times does she subtly use it? I know that throughout her entire discography, she's used it maybe 13,000 times, because that would be just our luck. But we've got a couple of the instances in which she's used this. First, we know that she was born December 13, 1989.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, her debut album went platinum in 13 weeks.
She says that when she's sitting in the 13th row, or row M, which is the 13th letter at award shows, she always wins. But she always wins, though, doesn't she? It doesn't really matter where she's sitting.
So she also famously would draw the number 13 on her hand with eyeliner before performances. It's some of the most iconic pictures of her performing. She always had 13 on her hand. She did stop doing this after Red.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
she doesn't do it anymore.
I know she kind of does it maybe sometimes as like a nod. Like there was at one point in the Reputation tour where she did it as kind of like a nod to, you know.
Okay.
And I think probably stopping doing it is probably just one other way of her like growing up. Because she did it when she was super young. It's like, good luck charm, obviously. So then you stop it and you just kind of move past it.
And way back in the day, she used to be super, super active on social media, and she would lurk on fan pages and live streams, and she would always comment with 13 emojis.
Yeah, she was very well known for interacting with fans.
Yeah.
I mean, she still does a good amount, not a ton, but yeah, I mean, that's how she really created such a solid fan base, because she was so interactive, and she would always post things on like Tumblr and YouTube and stuff like that. And
she made me join Tumblr.
Yeah, she would always comment on people's things, and she reposts a lot of fan stuff. So that's how fans kind of really started sinking their teeth into Taylor, because she was so interactive.
Can I be really honest? We have our 13 podcast social media, and every now and then I will look at who's viewed our stories and look for Taylor's name. Not yet, but I'll let you know if she ever sees it.
Well, I mean, it's usually like Taylor Swift 13 Brazil fan page or something.
But we're at the 13 podcast on social media.
Also, Teardrops on My Guitar, White Horse, Hours, and Gorgeous all peaked at number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Taylor's first #1 song on the Billboard country charts, Our Song, has a 13-second intro.
I love that.
Well, so does Call It What You Want. That has a really cool 13-second intro.
And I also love, because we know 13 is her lucky number, and she has a song called The Lucky One. It's the 13th track on the Red album. It also has a 13-second intro, and the word lucky is used 13 times.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, similar to that, in Endgame, the word reputation is used 13 times.
And in Willow, y'all, my man, 13 times.
I love that.
How many clouds are in one scene of the Me music video?
12.
12. You ruined my joke.
Wow.
You actually said 12.
I was going to say 12.
Sorry.
Great minds think alike on easy puns.
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, Lacey, we know that your favorite song is Hours.
I love that song.
And did you know that in the music video, the floor that her cubicle is on, it's the 13th floor?
Of course.
In the Ready For It music video, 13 is written on the left wall on the hallway.
Plus, this is how much she thinks out everything. Whenever she screenshots and shares that she's listening to a song on Instagram, it's always at the 13-second mark.
Yeah, she did it it was a podcast, Crime Junkie. It was about Esty.
On April Fool's Day.
Esty, a friend of mine. And her screenshot shows that there were 13 seconds left in the episode.
Do you
So
think at
clever.
some point, like, she does, I mean, obviously she does that on purpose, but she, like, screenshots and she's like, hee. Here you go.
How many screenshots does she have that are like 12 seconds, 14 seconds? She's like, dang it, I missed it. Dang it, I missed it.
We used to have a group chat My favorite time of day is 11:11, and us girls would have a group chat together that just consisted of 11:11 every time we would see it throughout the. We got rid of that a long time ago, and I miss it.
Okay, wait. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That's 4. 11. 11 plus.
No, 1
22.
plus 1 plus 11.
1 plus. Oh, there you go. See, there's a way. There's a way to make it happen. That's for sure.
Also, when she posted about Haim's 2017 single "Want You Back," she happened to use 13 exclamation marks.
There's a poster for 1989 in the background of a scene in 13 Reasons Why, the Netflix show produced by Selena Gomez, her BFF.
Selena's planning Easter eggs for Taylor.
I love that.
Fearless and 1989 both have 13 tracks, the regular non-deluxe editions, though.
So the 1989 physical CD came with 13 Polaroids of Taylor.
And in 2018, she won 13 awards. I'm sure she planned that.
Yeah, she didn't want 14.
She said keep it.
The music video for Delicate had 13 million views in the first 24 hours. That's also something she controlled.
Yeah.
And the music video for You Need to Calm Down, her watch has the number 13 on it. She also has 13 gems in her sunglasses, and she wore a number 13 necklace.
So Taylor's version of Fearless was announced on February 11th. Let's add it up. 2 plus 11 equals 13, and it was released on April 9th. 4 plus 9 equals 13.
Love to see it. And of course, her infamous fan podcast, 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, only follows 13 people on social media.
That was genius, Anna. That was really, really genius. And someone suggested that they release the episodes at 1 a.m. and 1 p.m., a.k.a. the 13th hour. But that was shut down because they are, in fact, not Taylor Swift. So I was literally told, you need to calm down. Like, it's not that important when you post it. I do want to know, though, how many letters are in our podcast name? Has anybody checked on that yet?
I counted 22.
Oh, okay. Well, close enough. And you should on 22. Yay!
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.